Today we're going to have some fun. We're going to have rapid fire yes/no answers to the top 10 questions that I hear constantly after 40 years of selling homes. Number one question, should I sell my house as is? The answer is probably, with a few minor caveats. Meaning you might have to do a little fix up for us to get top dollar, but don't go crazy because we won't get you all that money back. So I'm going to say the answer to question number one is most likely. Okay, question number two. Should I update my kitchen or bathrooms? And the answer to that question is probably not. I'm going to say no. And the reason is the cost to do those things is never what we get back when we sell the home. So if you're going to do it for yourself and enjoy it for 5 or 10 years, then do it and enjoy it, and then we'll sell the home. But if you're going to do it to sell the house, most likely the answer is no. Question number three, should I consider a cash offer? They're on the radio, they're on the TV, they're telling me to take a cash offer. Should I consider that? The answer is probably no. And I'll tell you why. Cash offers, and we even buy houses, so if you want a cash offer, I'm glad to give you one. But cash offers are wholesale. And most homes, unless you're in an estate and you need to sell immediately, or there's some reason that you just can't do any fix up or clean out or anything, and you need to, you need cash in your bank in 7 days, most likely I can get you a lot more money if we get your home on the market and sell it, even if we sell it as is, but we go for a retail buyer versus a wholesale buyer who's trying to make a profit. So the answer is most likely no, possibly yes, depending on your circumstances. Fourth question is, can I trust the online valuation I get from one of those big sites? The answer is absolutely no. Are they going to be right? Maybe. Most likely not. All they're doing is running a algorithm across tax records and possibly home sales, and they're just guessing. No one should ever price their home without having someone accurately figure out, based on their home and its attributes, what the correct price is. Almost always those estimates are too high or way too low. And we're not looking to sell your house way too high or way too low. We're trying to sell your house for the maximum a buyer's willing to pay. So question number 5, should I accept the first offer I receive? The answer is probably yes. And I'll tell you why. Often when your home is on the market, it hits the market as a hot new listing, there's somebody who's been waiting to buy. Maybe there's someone who lost the last house they made a bid on. Someone who jumps on your house immediately often is the best buyer. And we have a saying, after doing this for 40 years, we have a saying in real estate that the first buyer is often the best buyer. And a lot of times we try for that higher number. It's too soon, it's too fast. We're kind of nervous that if we take an offer right away, what are we missing out on? Once in a while, the second, third, or fourth offer will be higher, but pretty rarely. And if your house is really hot, then we'll have multiple first offers, meaning we'll get a lot of buyers right away that first weekend or that first couple days on the market. Then we'll work those till we get to the highest possible number for your home. Question number 6, should I price my home high so I have room to negotiate? The answer is no. Big circle around it, no. So you do not want to price your home high and have the wrong buyers looking at your home who are expecting more house for the money. You also don't want to price your home high because almost always, I would say over 70% of the time, when we price the home out of the bracket it belongs in, we end up having to come down anyways, and that creates a stigma in the eyes of the buyers. They wonder why it hasn't sold, especially in a market like we're in at this moment, where homes are selling, on average in less than 20 to 30 days. So I would say if you want your home to sell for top dollar, you price it right on the money and you play hardball, and even consider pricing it a little bit below what it seems like it should sell for, and let multiple buyers fight their way up. And a lot of times you end up above what you might have expected by doing it that way. So every house is different, every market's different. I would say the answer is most likely, again, no. Question number 7, is staging worth the money? The answer to that is yes, depending on your price bracket and what we mean by staging. So there's very minimal staging, like clean out the closets and get all the stuff off your countertops, and there's full out staging, which is spend thousands of dollars bringing in furniture and painting and, well, painting and cleaning we might want to do anyhow, but other things besides just the basics. So I would say you always stage your home to some extent. How far we go is really a conversation that we have when we sit down with you at the time we're listing your home. And question number 8. Can bad photos really hurt my sale? The absolute answer to that question is yes. It's very important to have great photos of your home. And I'd rather have no photos than poor photos. So that means, again, we mentioned staging in point number 7. You want it to look good in those photos. You want it to look clean in those photos. Sometimes you put everything away, take the picture, and bring everything back out so you can still live in your home. But the bottom line is, right now, the first showing of your home is not even when they come physically. The first showing of your home is when they find it or we get it in front of them online. And if we have poor photos, we make a poor impression. Question number 9. Should I buy my next home before selling my current home? And that is a definitely yes, maybe. And here's why I say that. Right now, we have incredible programs that will allow you to buy your next home. They'll even finance the cost of fixing up your current home after you've left, or it can be before you've left, but if you want to fix it up and stage it beautifully to sell, we can actually have the money that we use when we buy the next home partially pay for the repairs or updates on your current home if there's minor things we're going to do. And then when we close your current home, then that all gets reconciled into the one mortgage you have on your next home after all your bills are paid. So the answer is very often, it always used to be no, and that now I would say it's probably a yes again, depending on your circumstances and if we have a great financing program that works for you to take care of that expense, or if you're personally in a position to go ahead and do it without borrowing extra money. So I would say the answer went from a solid no for the last 35 years to a maybe yes currently in today's market. And question number 10. You probably knew this was coming. Should we hire Ron Wexler and Tammy Northcutt's Wexler Group team at Keller Williams Preferred Realty? The answer is a double yes. Of course you should. And if you're out of our marketplace, you should let us help you find a great agent and a great team that work the same way that we do so you maximize your return when you sell your home. Our goal has always been to take as much stress off of the process as possible and to have you net as much money as possible. And we're glad to help with that everywhere from helping you get top dollar for your home to finding you a great agent on the other end if you're not staying in the Chicagoland area, to helping with the financing, the repairs, the vendors we need for anything that needs to be done, getting a great title company, helping you find a great attorney if you don't already have a family attorney. So there's really a lot that goes into choosing your realtor. And yes, start with us and let us help you figure out the best way to maximize what you get for your home. Thank you for sticking with me through all 10 points. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Call our team. We're glad to answer any questions, anything you might need help with. Our number is 708-629-5151, or you can just email me direct, ron@thewexlergroup.com. We appreciate you and look forward to seeing you on the next video.